Irving is my uncle. He's one of my dad's 5 older brothers, and he's a bit of a local carter, Kent as Silver because of his white hair. When I was wee, I spent a lot of time with Irving, after school and in the summer holidays. He kept some chickens in a field and I used to love got to help look after them. What I didn't realise, because I was a kid, was that Irving led a pretty unconventional life.
On the left, the big 2 take cover chases. The Marsha Black Cap edging a bit closer, and then Alpha Delphini on down.
In a way, Irving was heading for the world, leading a very insular life. He worked for over 50 years in the local dye house, always the same antisocial shift. If he wasn't at work or feeding his hens, he was in bed in 5 Ezel Street, the house he grew up in, watching horse racing. I remember hearing people say Irving was bad with his nerves. I never kent what they meant. Suffering with your nerves, it transpires, means depression and anxiety. It was common knowledge that Irving relied on medication, though I never saw any pills, let alone try him take on it. As events of recent years have unfolded though, it's become evident that nobody, with the exception of Irving's idiot fucking doctor, had any idea of how drug dependent Irving had become. It had just become the norm that Irving looked terrible. His skin was as white as his hair, and his lips were an unnatural shade of blue. He drank fairly much, and he only seemed to eat Scotch pies. Despite encouragement, I either didn't have interest or faculty enough to make any changes. Then, one day, about a year ago, things seemed to reach their inevitable conclusion. A neighbour spotted Irving from a window, slumped on his own staircase. Irving spent the best part of the next year in one sort of hospital or another. Talk in the family was that he'd be dead soon. He wasn't in a good way. We learned that Irving was necking Valium like sweeties, and in Uncle Jackie's words, Irving was a junkie. Irving seemed to get worse still, but then, slowly and surprisingly, he began to get better. I started visiting him in the Thomas Hope Hospital, while I discovered a lucid old fella who I had never really met before. With each visit, I felt like I was meeting Irving for the first time. That's pretty bittersweet given that he's 72. When his brothers visit, they reminisce and they torment one another, and I consider them as young men and boys competing and sparring, but also bringing one another up in a pretty chaotic family. Irving's out of the hospital now, and he's finally moved out of 5 Ezel Street for the first time in his life. He doesn't drink anymore, and his medication's been monitored. He's currently planning on getting a big telly and the Sky Sports horse racing package. I hope he does.